So starting out this look, I take 2 pieces of tape and I'm putting them on the edge of my eyes from the bottom outside corner, kind of around to the edge of my eyebrow on an angle, so that when I do the eyeshadow, I will have a nice clean edge. Now to start out the actual eyeshadow look, I'm going to be using this white cream primer from P. Louise and this small makeup brush. Using just a little bit, I'm going to start carving out where I want the actual eyeshadow to sit, and this is just going to help the colors show up even more vibrant. The eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be using today is, yes, the James Charles palette, but honestly this palette has been incredibly nice to take to shows because sometimes I have no idea what our costumes might look like or what kind of colors I will need for eyeshadow, so this gives me plenty of color options. For today's look, we're going to be mainly using these 2 shades of blue. Starting with the darker one, I'm going to be putting this shade on the outer corner of my eye, right along the edge of the tape, and then also a little bit on the top. Next, I'm going to be going in with this lighter shade of blue, and we're going to put that next to the dark blue as well as on the top in the middle. During this look, you're going to see that I leave a lot of open space on the main portion of my eyelid, and that's because we're going to be doing a cut crease later, so most of the eyeshadow stays towards the edge and the top of my eye. Another thing I'd like to mention is when I'm doing these 2 shades, I like to use the same brush, using one side for the darker color and one side for the lighter. This just makes it so much easier for me to flip back and forth when I need to blend out these 2 colors. However, now that we're done blending those 2 colors, we're going to switch to a new brush for our last shimmery shade of blue. We're going to be putting this shade on the last remaining spot of the top of our eyelid, which is the innermost corner, and a little bit in the middle, blending that into our previous shade of blue. Once I have the shadow laid down, I will be switching back and forth between this brush and the double-sided brush so I can blend out those last 2 lighter shades of blue. And then I will just be fixing any other blending that I think needs a little help. And now it is time for the cut crease. So I'm going to be using that same small makeup brush that I used for the base earlier, and I'm going to be using the bigger end for the base, and then I'm going to switch to the smaller end for the glitter, which I will be putting on top. This part I feel could kind of be optional, but I like to do it anyways, just for fun. So I'm going to take that base and I'm just going to carve out the cut crease. Like I said earlier, we kind of left this section open because we had the intention of doing this. So it's kind of just to clean up the lines and give it a second coat. Now we're going to switch to the smaller end of the brush and it's time for the glitter. So I'm going to just dip in a little bit at a time so it doesn't leave a lot of fallout, and I'm just gonna gently pat that all over the white section that we just carved out. If I'm being completely honest, you can't even really see it on this video, I feel like, but you're just gonna have to trust me that it looks better in person. Once I finish putting on all that glitter, I'm gonna take our double-sided brush once again and just blend out the edge of this cut crease so that it isn't such a harsh line between glitter and shadow. Okay, there's one final step before we can take the tape off, and that is going in once again with this primer, but this time we're going to be using it to line the edge of the shadow as well as highlight the under arch of my brow. I've actually never done this step before, but I learned it from a lot of the other artists here on this contract, and I think it looks pretty good, so I probably will continue to do it for my future makeup looks as well. Time for the satisfying part, peeling off the tape. Look at that clean line. To finish out the eyeshadow, I'm going to be going in with this double-sided brush one last time, and we're going to be putting a little bit of shadow underneath my eye. So I'll start with the lighter shade in the middle, and then I'm going to take the darker shade and use that to bring the shadow all the way to the corner of my eye where it will connect with our main eyeshadow look. And although it's looking pretty good now, it's gonna look even better when we pull it all together with eyeliner, mascara, and lashes. So while you watch me finish off this makeup look, I just wanted to put in a little disclaimer that I am no professional makeup artist. Just thought it would be super fun to share the makeup look that I do every single day at my professional figure skating show here in Germany. And if you want to see more fun videos from this contract, my previous contract, or any fun future contracts to come, make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. You can also go check out any of my other social media like Instagram or TikTok for more fun skating videos and frequent updates. And that is all I have for you guys now. Here is the final makeup look, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!